Okay, so I'm going to do another holographic sea turtle on this tumbler. This is a 20-ounce skinny, but I'm only going to do the image. I'm not going to do a full wrap on this one. I'm going to do the alcohol ink, waterfall, rain, whatever technique first. And then I'm going to put the holographic over that. So, it's going to be the sister cup to this one. But it's just going to be the turtle image, like the turtle section. So I'm going to use a bunch of alcohol and a bunch of alcohol inks in blues and greens. I'm going to use stonewashed, clover, turquoise, sapphire blue, rainforest green, and Laguna, and I'm going to use a little bit of the Pinata rich gold, which hopefully I have now shaken enough. I do have my heat gun ready to go. If I decide I need it for movement, I may or may not use it, but I'm going to start by flooding with alcohol ink, or no, flooding with alcohol, sorry, and then I'm just going to start dripping my colors on. And I'm not going to do like color blocked sections. I'm just going to do them. One of the fun parts of these cups is you can just keep working them until you love it. So here we go with the gold. This I might wish I thinned out a little bit with some alcohol, but sometimes it's a bit much. But I think with the holographic and the way these images work, that I think it'll be cool. This is just a smaller bottle of isopropyl. So I'm going to grab my heat gun and just kind of gently move it up in ripples. So I'm going to do low heat, high fan. And I'm just going to kind of repeat until I get it how I want it. I definitely want more of the gold. So I'm actually going to go in with my gold first. You can put more alcohol back on first if you want. You can put your color back on first. Do what you want. The alcohol is going to reactivate itself, basically. Okay, so I'm going to douse it with alcohol, grab my heat gun, and give it another move and see what we get. Okay, so I am pretty happy with that. I feel like there's enough gold, and I like where the lines are heavy on the gold and how they've separated sometimes. I don't have any of those little, what I call fingers, that I don't like. I like how some of it's tight and some of it's loose. So I'm going to let this dry thoroughly. I'm going to get a coat of epoxy on it, and then I will come in with my decal. Okay, so I am ready to get the decal on this. I'm going to put a very simple text on the back side, but I want to get the main decal on first. And I think I want that to cover the big white spot. So, this is my main decal. This is another one of those, oh my goodness, stained glass images from Creative Fabrica. I will link to that set down below again. And I printed this on the Tech Wrap holographic paper, or vinyl. It's not paper, it's vinyl, it's vinyl. I'm not terribly worried about this black edge, because I'm going to, pinstripe it, I think. So, I'm just going to get it applied. This is kind of big to just do, but I can't put tape on it or anything, so I'm just going to drop her on here and hope for the best, I guess. I think this turtle looks a little salty. I love how easy this goes on. Just so simple. And I think that looks good with the background. So I think I want to stripe it and do my text in this brown Tech Wrap holographic they sent me. I just think it's a pretty neat, unique color. So I'm trying to decide if I want a tiny pinstripe or a fatter one. But either way, I'm going to cut a little bit off. These always unravel on me. I'm going to cut a little bit off. I usually end up losing the tubes and just rewrapping them. A little bit off for the decal. And then I'll cut the pinstripes, hopefully from the rest of that. That way I can just wrap this back up. I'm going to pull this one up for my pinstripes. I just use this one to cut my pinstripes because if I cut on the edge of the cutting track, like this is the little thing you cut on this one, it gives me a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch, which is plenty for a pinstripe. This has that little film over the top. Don't forget to remove the film before you use the vinyl. I just find a piece of painter's tape easier to find it. And it is very staticky. Okay, so I'm going to go get my decal cut and I will be right back. Okay, so I have this mostly weeded, but it is weeding beautifully. It says the ocean made me salty. I had a different saying in mind, ocean themed, but when I saw the turtle's face, I was like, yeah, he's a little salty guy. So I changed my mind. And this was just an image and design space. I'm going to open up and use the Tech Wrap transfer tape, because I don't believe I've used, I know I haven't used this one before. I'd have remembered a black grid, to be honest. So, I figured we might as well test this out too. This I'm just going to hand cut a little piece off. I do have a favorite transfer tape. I think most of us do. And I just found out where my source of that went, so I will be restocking on that soon because I am dangerously close to out. In fact, I think I am out of my actual preferred one. I have what it was replaced with, which is similar, but not quite the same. Wow, that transferred beautifully. That makes me happy. That worked really well. I'm just going to kind of make sure this is sort of even in the cradle. It is definitely a very sticky transfer tape. I need to burnish my vinyl a little bit better. It doesn't say what kind of tack this is. Yeah, I just needed to burnish a little better. That was all. So, and then I just stick that back over top and see if you can reuse this one several times like my other one. So the ocean made me salty. I think this color is fantastic on this cup. So I'm going to get it over, get some epoxy mixed, and we will get her done. Okay, so I'm ready to get this coated. I mixed up 20 mLs of, this is just CC DIY, I think artist resin. I did not seal this opal down at all, or holographic rather. And if you work with the holographics, you know they sometimes lift if you don't seal them, so we're going to hope for the best. And my epoxy is a little bit bubbly because our weather has been crazy all over the place. We had 4 days of 80s, and then last night a cold front came in and we dropped to 45, and it's been pretty chilly and rainy all day, off and on. So yeah, good times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and torch this. I may end up keeping this one because it's going to be a little rough. Because once you start that holographic lifting, it's game over. It's just going to continue to lift more. It's not as bad as my very first cup that I made myself that I put holographic on when I had no idea. Now I know better, and I still do it sometimes anyways. Yeah, I've got this epoxy really, really soft at this point. It's just... We'll see if that stays down now or not. Okay, so I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to let that kind of level itself back off. I shouldn't have to put much more heat to it for that to happen. That A where I cut the vinyl with the pokey tool is just, there's no fixing that. Okay, so I'm going to call this good enough. It'll get one more clear coat after this because I suspect I'm going to feel a little bit of the edge where it's lifting a little bit. And then I will either keep it or, you know, sell it as a marked down cup because that corner's already popped back up again. But I don't know if my camera's picking up the colors of this, but it is stunning. And that holographic is just crazy. The printed vinyl in the image, and this color holographic vinyl is stunning. But here's the turtle again. It gets so holographic that the camera makes it really hard to even see it. And my little boogered up corner. But that is it. Yeah, warts and all. Like I said, I am still struggling coming back out of COVID here. I'm hoping this gets better soon, but in the meantime, I'm just going to keep having a problem with every tumbler. So, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've tried this stuff yet, let me know how you made out. I do have 3 printable hollows now, so 2 that I know will print, 1 I'm going to test. If I can get all 3 printed, I'm going to do a 3-cup, probably just 1 video. I don't think it's necessary to do a series and then have a side-by-side comparison of all three. So, but this one is the tech wrap, which I've been really, really happy with so far. I may actually have to order some more because I've burned through most of the package they sent me, believe it or not. I just love the way it prints. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with these ones yet, but these were some bee stained glass images I printed from Creative Fabrica. I love them. So, I'll be figuring out what I'm going to do with the bee soon. I'll probably do like a peekaboo bee tumbler. Alright, I need to shut up because I'm just rambling. But that is it. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and I will definitely see you in the next one.